Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Agnes, the first female Solicitor General in our country. Justice Natura and the other very distinguished former Solicitors General who are all here in very prominent other positions in our society. Daryl Ibrado, our host in this setting, members and officials of the Office of the Solicitor General, ladies and gentlemen, happy anniversary sa OSG. The OSG has an important role in achieving our vision of a strong republic that's ready for first world status in 20 years. In our vision of a first world country, we envision one where we will have dramatically reduced poverty, created a robust middle class, and have all the hallmarks of a modern society in strong, stable institutions. And among the strong, stable institutions we refer to is an effective government from the national to the local governments with a professional and dedicated civil service like the civil servants in the OSG. You not only help strengthen the civil service of our country by your own good work, but also by the important decisions that you work for in court. For instance, the success of the OSG on the constitutionality of the attrition law, which was decided on last month, should strengthen the civil service of the revenue agencies to neutralize smugglers and tax cheats and increase our revenues, another way of strengthening our republic. An effective government delivers basic services for everyone, the most important of which is an environment of peace and the rule of law and the necessary infrastructure. Among the services that you have helped to deliver for an environment of peace is your success, as mentioned earlier, in the writ of amparo cases. Congratulations for that. You have also contributed to delivering an environment of peace by your clarification of the MOA AD in Mindanao. And I think it's a good time on the occasion of your anniversary to reiterate that no matter what the Supreme Court ultimately decides, in the light of the recent violent incidents committed by MILF lawless groups, the government will not sign the MOA. We are committed to doing everything possible to bring lasting peace to Mindanao and end 40 years of fighting that has killed more than 120,000 people. It is in the interest of all Filipinos, Muslims, and Christians to end the violence that has held that part of our country back and required an investment of hundreds of millions to support our military presence there. As I said to the UN General Assembly last week, we will pursue the peace process in Mindanao. The recent violence has reminded all of us that peace is the only option for our country and for the people of Mindanao. However, we have refocused all peace talks from one that is centered on dialogues with rebels to one of authentic dialogues with the communities, both Muslim and Christian. Those dialogues are directed at ending all forms of armed rebellion in the country. We must make all armed groups accountable to the people and the government for all their actions. Our people, together with the government, will be the primary force in defining and shaping the direction of societal change, not the force of arms. Disarmament, demobilization, and rehabilitation will be the overall framework governing our engagement with armed groups in all peace talks. And I thank the Office of the Solicitor General for helping us pursue the peace process. An effective government rests on the rule of law, and the Solicitor General is essential for the rule of law. The Office of the Solicitor General is the law firm of the Philippine government, both here and abroad. Your office engages in a wide range of legal issues, from titling lands to defending the position of the Philippine government before our Supreme Court and international tribunals. The Solicitor General is probably the busiest among Filipino lawyers. And the work of the Solicitor General, as said in your video presentation, requires the range of knowledge, the depth of wisdom, and the integrity of no less than a member of the highest court of the land. Witness, former OSG Natura, becoming now a Justice of the Supreme Court. The success of the OSG in prominent cases filed before the Supreme Court and the Court of Appeals has indeed helped ensure the rule of law in our land, and we thank you for that. The OSG helps in the task of a strong republic also to deliver the necessary infrastructure. For instance, your decisive action on properties along the NLEX and the SLEX from Calamba, Laguna to Santo Tomas, Batangas, enabled the completion of improvements in these crucial highways. Your success in the Piatco case has provided the basis for opening NAIA 3. These improvements, in turn, eased the flow of goods and services and made the Philippines a better economy. Salamat. A strong republic must help not only in the decisions of the government, not only in providing infrastructure, not only in making sure that the rule of law prevails, not only in promoting peace, but also must help its poorest and weakest citizens and empower them. And again, here, you have a role to play. The function of land registration may appear merely ministerial to some, but your decisions of the OSG regarding land registration have given hope to thousands of small landowners and helped provide a good middle class for our country. Salamat.